Right. Alright, it's showtime, baby. Alright. God, it's always so annoying finding your own streams, you know? Oh, it's gonna echo. Okay, we're good. Alright. We've got one person so far. I should put on some jazz. This might be too high energy. Then again, no one likes jazz, so I'd probably scare people away. Alright, just gonna wait for a couple of people to trickle in. I'm assuming that you can hear me. How's everyone's day? Anyone enjoying watching the United States burn? Oh, okay, good. Hope nothing incriminating comes up through those emails. That'd be pretty funny. Six people watching. 7. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Get comfy, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and post the link to the contest. If you want to read along or outright just skip the session, you could probably just click that link. But I will be going over a couple of things that are not covered by it, so you might want to stick around. Alright, I'm going to start her up. So, if you are not aware, we are hosting a contest. So, this year we were kind of a little bit uncertain about whether or not our sponsor would want to support a purely online contest, but they came through. They gave us a ton of money, and I guess our job is to make sure that money gets to the people who go to this contest. So, a couple of things. Sign up is on our website, and it's also on our Discord. So, if you haven't signed up now already, then you should do that as soon as possible. You didn't hear it here, but the polls are closing within 2 days of. The registration is closing within 2 days of the contest, so that we can submit to CADIS. So if you are planning to participate, you should very much register as soon as you can. We have a lot of participants already, and it would probably be in your best interest to get a slot before they get filled up. God, I gotta stop saying it annoys me. So, a couple of things. I've already said that. And I said again. Okay, well, let's go straight into the rules. So, we have the rules on our website. So you don't really have to read this, but the rules are definitely different this year because traditionally we do hold this in person. We normally have people have login codes to the computer labs. We have to go through this huge ceremony thing, and it's a lot of work. So this year it's nice and easy. You can pretty much do the entire contest remotely. But with that being said, there are some new rules to kind of compensate for that. The key points, nope, it's like any other contest. You are not allowed to collaborate with other teams. This year, we do have to be a little bit more strict with cheating because it's so much easier to cheat. So, be warned, we will know if you guys are collaborating with other teams. It's pretty obvious if you are. In addition to that, normally we let you guys print out unlimited paper for reference as you go through the contest. So you can reference any amount of code you want while you're writing the contest. This year, we're kind of doing it a bit different. So you will have to draft up your own reference document. It can be made in Word, it can be made in text, it doesn't matter. The key is that you submit it to our email by 10:30 p.m. at November the 13th so that we can, make sure that you are properly, you're not just reaching through the internet and grabbing random sources. So that reference document is all you're going to get, and you must submit it to us before the contest. This year, we also kind of made a change to the pre-existing code libraries. So, much like the reference document, you have to create a public GitHub repo, put the code libraries on it, and then you have to send us the link to it via our email, or you have to add us to the repo itself. And I very much want to stress this. You are not allowed to use external resources besides these two things. It will strip your eligibility to actually win prize money if you win. There's going to be a large period of time where we'll be going through submissions and deciding whether or not it meets these criteria. So keep these in mind. Your due date is by 10:30 p.m. November 13th. Everything on this page can also be found on our website, so don't sweat it if you don't remember all of this right now. So moving on, eligibility. So not much different from our regular eligibility for our regular contests. Regular like CCPC and ACPC last year. You can read all this on our page. I'm sounding like a broken record at this point, but you can definitely view it on our page. You can definitely do that. Key points out of this is you must be a high school or post-secondary student, and if you wish to be eligible for prizes, we will ask for your UCID and school email to verify that you are indeed a high school or post-secondary student. The only other catch really is that Division 2 is open for students who have never been enrolled in a data structures course, and that means currently too. So if you're currently in one of those courses, you are not eligible for Division 2, and you must participate in either Open or Division 1. Moving on, the judge. So we reached the CADIS deadline, so I'm sure there's some people here who remember certain mishaps a couple of years ago. We will not be having those this year. So if you have done our weekly contests on Caddis, or any Caddis problem for that matter, you will be very familiar with how the contest works. Problems and outputs, formats, all the same as our regular contests. But for the people who don't know, I will be kind of going over briefly what you're going to be expecting. So you're going to get an input. You don't need any error catching. Output can be printed to standard out after every input. Classes can be named everything, and do not, a couple of disclaimers at the bottom there. Don't do any of that stuff, otherwise the problem, the judge will shit itself and die. So that's not going to favor you at all. If you need a reference to what the problems will actually look like, you can just look at any of our weekly contests on our website, or just look at any Caddis problem on Caddis, and that'll give you a very good idea of how these problems are formatted. And if you haven't seen them before, I would recommend that if you plan on participating in this, you spend some time getting accustomed to inputs, because that is definitely the hardest part about this. Other than that, I'll just give you some tips and tricks. I mean, I'm probably not the most qualified person to do so, but there are definitely some things that will give you an edge if you do this. So, our weekly contests are going to be like the competition's going to be very much like our weekly contest. So, the problems themselves are not going to have a difficulty. You will look at each of them, and you will have to assess how difficult they are. If you want to be effective, you are going to want to figure out quickly which questions need what skills and how difficult they are, so that you may delegate them amongst your team. Traditionally, there is only one computer per team. We normally have people sit in the computer lab, huddle around one computer, and they're all writing on pieces of paper with their pens, and they calculate them manually. But this year, you guys get the luxury of using your own computer and submitting through your own computer. So I would recommend wholeheartedly that you take advantage of that. This will work very much in your guys' favor, and it might make it laughably easy, but it makes it maybe more fun too. Who knows? Other than that, all you have to do is watch for clarifications, as sometimes there are issues with the problems themselves. So people will ask us questions about problems, or sometimes the problems aren't written out, or some people don't understand them. They are able to submit questions to us, and we will post clarifications on our website, I believe. I'm not confirmed about that. I don't think we've really discussed that yet, but there will be a place for clarifications. Some finishing thoughts. This is going to be a short presentation because there isn't very much to talk about. We will be emailing each person the details, the contest links, the clarification links, and any information you'll need. It is important that when you sign up, you put your email so that we may send this information to you. Other than that, we will have a general information page on our Discord, just in case the emails don't go through. Just remember what division you're in and click on the right contest links, and you'll be fine. Another thing that's different from other years is that we do have different problem sets for the different divisions. So you'll find that Division 2 has a couple more problems that are easier, and we have stripped the hardest questions from them. Division 1 doesn't have very many of the easier questions, but it has all of the difficult questions. And Open Division is every single question from both divisions. So do with that information as you may, but it's different this year, and you might have a better or worse time. Who knows? Let's see. Anybody have any questions? I feel like I owe you that with such a short lecture. Nothing? I'll give it a couple of minutes. Come on, nobody's got anything? No questions at all? Alright, people are, how's my life? Okay, that's a really good question. I've seen better days. Alright, next question. Alright, I'll give it a couple more minutes and then I'm going to assume that everyone here is just idling. Okay, Division 2. Let me look over the document real quick. How many questions? Sorry, I have to kind of scroll and look for it. Jeremy, do you know how many questions are in each division? Just a quick question. One of our executives posted a document that I have clearly not memorized. I do believe that it's expect 8 to 10 for both contests, with varying difficulty. Yeah, 8 to 10 is probably what you're going to be looking for here. Also, if any of you guys don't feel like riding solo, because you will be at a disadvantage, I will be completely honest with you. We are giving you the opportunity to fill out a Google form so that we may pair you up with someone else. Whoever created it was very, very thorough with preference, so we will make sure that someone's matched up with you that matches your criteria. So if you haven't seen that already, I'll post the link inside the chat. This is your... And we will be assigning teams probably around the same time we close... what is the word? Registration, right. Registration. Anyone else got any questions? I'm just chilling until someone asks me something. I'm not sure how many people did the contest last week. Let me see. Alright. What's the color of life? Color of life. God, you're gonna make me lose this. What is that? That question's so... Oh, okay. I don't even know how to answer that. White? That's not a color. How soon is now? Guys, you're gonna kill me here. It's been a long day. Oh my god. Reply. You guys make me feel like I have dyslexia. I swear to God. What's the color of life? Brown. How soon is now? Now. Okay, at this point it's just joke questions. Purple is not a color. That's definitely not a color. Alright. Judging by the quality of the questions, I'm gonna guess that you guys are thoroughly informed. So, if I had to make a recommendation, if you wanted to prepare for this, all of the contests, previous ACPCs and ICPCs, and every single contest hosted on Caddis is available for you to try. So if you want to practice, go through those problem sets and see how well you do. Give it a look. Other than that, I'm gonna go make some pasta. So it's been fun. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in our Discord. Have a nice day.